Hey guys, it's me, Nikki, Phoenixx Star. However you guys know me. I thought I should do a video because I haven't done one in ages and a lot has happened since then. So this is my video. I always have like these plans of what I'm going to say and then I just totally forget. So let's start with what's been happening. I have recently just moved back to Johannesburg after after things not quite working out in Durban anymore. Nobody's fault or anything like that, just time for a change, I suppose. Know me, I'm all about changes. So I moved back to Joburg, and it's very different to my life in Durban as it was, but I have a bigger support base here in terms of people who themselves are going through the transition, which is important. I had and have a lot of friends in Durban still who are very, very supportive, but just in terms of people who are going through the same thing, I think there is more so in Joburg, so that's a positive. Also, being in Joburg helps with my modelling because there are tons of photographers here who are incredible and who I am lucky enough to shoot with. I shot the other day with a guy named Dylan Slater, and he's incredible, so we did a pin-up shoot, so that was very cool. Got two of the photos back, they're pretty, like, obviously tons of Photoshop and stuff, because I know I'm not that pretty. So that was cool, and then shot with Jess Hunter again, she's awesome. Did zombie stuff, you know me, I'm creepy like that. So there's that's awesome. And then, yeah, so there's that, and there is always opportunity for just me to do more here. I've meant to go to Malawi and Zambia a couple of weeks ago for work again, but that just hasn't happened yet. Still going, just a little bit delayed, which is fine. Gives me more time to do stuff. Yeah, I think the last time, or even before the last time, I went to Appington for my last job, and it was boring. It wasn't fun, but life experience. And then I got this awesome, cool new piercing, this one here, which still red and sore and stuff. And my friend, my very, very, very good friend, no, I'm kidding. My friend Caitlin got it for me. Been chilling with her quite a lot. She's very, very supportive, which is awesome. So yeah, I got the piercing. That's very cool. And I've been doing quite well with my photography. I've done quite a few bands. I got to photograph Taylor, and I got to photograph Zebra Giraffe, and I got to photograph Justin Sorrell. I think that's how you say it. All for Fan-Based Music Mag, so that was cool. So yeah, so I don't know if I said last time, but I've been featured in 3 magazines. I got featured in Fan-Based Music Mag, and I got featured in Gem magazine, and I got featured in Gorgeous Freaks magazine as a model. So I think, as far as I know, I might be wrong, I am officially South Africa's first published transgender alternative model, which is cool. You know, I that was my goal for the end of the year. Before the end of the year was to be published, and I have. And then I also got published as Photographer of the Month in Fan-Based Music Mag, so that was cool. So yeah, like, things are slowly starting to work out for me. I'm officially halfway through my 8th month of hormones. Unfortunately, I picked up a little bit of weight just around my face and my belly. But from tomorrow I start training and dieting again. And that'll go, I hope. Just gotta stick to it. So yeah, that's happened. So I'm quite excited. That's cool. Almost, I'm like nearing a year. Woo! And yeah, what changes have happened physically? My boobs, because my doses have been doubled. So my boobs have finally like grown exponentially. And by exponentially, I mean they're still tiny, but bigger than they were. Yeah. Okay. So that's what's going on with me. I wanted to talk about coping mechanisms. Dum, dum, dum. I think it's a serious topic because everybody's got their own coping mechanisms, and you know, it's for some people they're healthy coping mechanisms, and for some people not so much. And it's hard to differentiate, and it's hard to catch yourself if you're doing the negative ones. And for some people, it's like a smaller thing will tick it off or need it, as opposed to like a major life event. And I'm guilty of it. Like I've had a lot of stress recently with my move and my transition, and just me doing silly things and stuff. And you know, I used to drink a lot to like numb how I felt and how I like disliked myself, and how I pretended to like, the only way I felt I could fit in was if I drank. And I've stopped that as much as I can. And you know, the last couple of days I've been really stressed and maybe a little bit down, and I felt the need to want to start that again. It is better than what I used to do. For those of you who don't know, I'm just going to put it out there. I used to cut myself. It was again a coping mechanism, something to feel any difference than what I was feeling at the time. But I luckily managed to stop myself from doing that. But drinking took over, and it's not much better. It's just as harmful. And luckily I managed to stop myself from getting too far into it. You know, I had a beer or two, a drink or two, but I managed to stop myself from going overboard. You know, and just if any of you are out there who are going through tough times, or are going through a moment where you don't believe you can come out of it, or if you don't think that you're able to come out of it okay, just know that you are. We as people, be us transgender or not, are generally very strong, and we have the ability to overcome pretty much anything. The only thing that gets us down is ourselves. It's you know, it's the only thing that stops us from progressing or stops us from being happy is ourselves. And sometimes you've just got to take a step back from a situation and realize that yes, it is a shit situation, excuse my swearing, but the only thing or only person that can change it is you. And you just need to come to terms with it is what it is, and you have to find the best possible outcome of that situation. And it's hard, because it's easy to go and get drunk, or it's easy to go and do drugs, or it's easy to cut yourself. It's easy, and they all distract you. They're all a way of escaping the pain. But unfortunately, that pain is there once you wake up the next morning, or once that cut heals, or once that you haven't solved it. So my little preach is that, you know, I've had to deal with a lot of people recently who, and not people I know, strangers, who point and stare, or who judge, or who pass comments. And it's funny because if you don't live the life I live, if you don't, like, some people will go oblivious to not noticing things like that because they are so small and mundane. But me, myself, I pick it up. And I pick up everything that people say. It's just a defense mechanism. I'm always... My hair's so knotty. I'm always watching, and I'm always seeing what people say and do. And it's very easy to let it get to you. You know, so there have been moments, especially with my hormones, my emotions go out of sync crazily. Crazily? Is that a word? And it's easy to let it get you down. But I've adopted the mentality of, if people are talking about me, it must be interesting in some form or way. Be it negative, positive, however you want. I am interesting enough to be a topic of conversation for them, which for me is a positive. Especially as a model and photographer and stuff, it's exposure. But so basically that's all I wanted to say. It was just, I know we all have our ways of coping, our little vices, our little escapes. But if it is a negative escape or something that can ultimately do harm to you, perhaps try find another vice, or try tone it down slightly, or just try find someone to talk to. Being lonely is the most difficult thing in the world. If you're on this and you're lonely and you want to chat to me, like, I'm always happy to chat. I know I'm just a random person on the screen, like that means nothing to anyone, but yeah, sometimes it's just nice to talk to someone. Yeah, I hope whatever you guys are going through, if you are, I mean, I'm not saying you are, some people just lead happy-go-lucky lives, but if you are going through anything, just take it a day at a time. If today sucks, have an early night, wake up tomorrow and hope for the best. Yeah, just remember you control your own destiny, and there is nothing anyone else can do to stop you. Other people can make life difficult, other people can get in your way, other people can, you know, just put you down. They can do whatever, but you're the only person. You control your destiny. You have to allow them to slow you down. You have to allow them to put you down. And once you realize that, then those people will no longer have power over you. You control how you feel, and you control what makes your day bad or good. Other people ultimately are trivial. You know, you keep the good ones around you for the positivity, because everybody needs positivity in their lives, and any negative energies, I sound like a hippie, any negative energies you don't need, so don't allow them to influence you. It's my little lecture. It probably doesn't make sense, I'm so exhausted, but I thought I would do a video. And yeah, and for those of you who don't know, I am a transgender female, as you can tell. But I think I've done a lot of maturing since I started my transition 8 months ago, and I've learnt a lot, you know, probably more than anybody should have to learn in 8 months of any life. But c'est la vie, that's life. Circumstances force you to learn quickly. Yeah, that's it. And I'm not like, I know I look sad, but I'm not sad. It's the light in my eyes. Otherwise you guys would have had terrible fuzzy screen of me. So if any of you watching, again, like I say, do want to talk, if you message on here, I might read it at some point, but I don't really. So just find me on Facebook at my modeling page or my photography page, either or. It's Phoenixx Star as a model, or Phoenixx Star Photography as photography. It's Phoenixx with 2 X's and 1 R for star. It's easy. I'm always willing to chat. I know sometimes it does just seem the world's against you, and sometimes chatting to a stranger helps because it's unbiased. Not really informative, this video, but it's my thoughts at this moment. It's what I'm thinking about. So yeah, my thoughts are dwindling towards that side of the world. Okay, I hope you had enjoyed this video. I know I look terrible, my hair is all over the place, I don't look very much like a model at this moment. But this is me. That should be my slogan. Okay, so this is me, Nicky Lowe, also known as Phoenixx Star. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I will try to do a more informative, less emo one at some point. Bye.